The late adopter, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamins and painkiller. The late adopter, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamins and painkiller.
The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to a new Bitcoin daily video. Every single day, 9:30 Central European time, we do this Bitcoin daily video because we gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is affecting everything, alts, crypto, everything, markets, crashes, corona, literally everything, so we do this show every single day just to see if Bitcoin is going up or going down, if it's gonna be a good day or bad day, red day or green day, stuff like that. How's everybody doing? I see a lot of greens name in chat. I'm gonna come to you guys. By the way, this show is done like this. In the start, we say hello to the chat, then we do tech analysis, and after that we take questions, we chat about stuff, but the tech analysis part is important. So first thing first, we do tech analysis, then the chat, the question and answers, and everything else. How's everybody doing, by the way? I see a lot of green names. Let me say hello to the green names. Debutin is here, Junk, Paolo, Humor is here, Martin, RGL is here, Abdullah, Abdi, hi man, how you doing? Dump, you think it's gonna dump, man? Humor is here, let's see, Honza is here every day. Nihal, yo, how you doing, man? Do you got any more nice lines today for me? Let's see over here, Abdullah, yeah, those, Twin is here as well, nice, and Junk, I think I mentioned Junk. Hi, how's everybody doing? Guys, everything is playing exactly as we said yesterday. Everything is playing exactly as I said. There is no need for panic. Everything is going according to the plan. Everything is going, the way it should be going. I know people are getting like, as soon as we started dumping a little bit, everything is suddenly bearish. But I'm telling you, guys, there is time to be bearish. But right now, everything is going according to the plan. Everything is going according to plan. Time to buy, maybe it's time to buy, maybe. I'm here, appreciate you. Yeah, hi Ian, how you doing? So let's do the analysis first, and then we'll chat a little bit. Everything points downwards. Yeah, that's when the things change. When everything's pointing downwards, things change, man. Things change. So let's see what's happening with the lines. Okay, so yesterday we mentioned the one hourly rising wedge, right? This was the 1 hourly rising wedge, and we said, we are up here, we said it's gonna go down, to certain levels. We don't want to go down below 32,870. We didn't. You see here, we got two supports. This is the first, this is second, and we are bouncing right off. So this is we have double bottom here at 32,870. Exactly as predicted, that we are going to go down there. Let's go to the daily to see how this actually going, working out. This is the rising wedge, right? This is the rising wedge. We went down, and we said we do not, we might go down to 32,870, but we do not want to close below this line, because right now we are getting higher, high, right? Higher low. This is low, this is higher, but because previously we had lower low, right? We are going down, but right now we are changing the trend and we are going up. So we did not want to close below 32,870. We did not close below 32,870. We closed actually above it. We are getting the higher low. Everything is technically going according to the plan. The rising wedge did play out, did get support where we actually thought the support is going to come, and right now we are going up. So what we are looking actually for right now is a big move to the upside, getting above these levels at 34,500, something like that, to make us super bullish. Whether this is gonna come right off the bat over here or not, it kind of depends. But I'm gonna show you that we might actually go zigzag a little bit here, zigzag a little bit here before we actually go up, and I'm gonna show you also why that might be the case. But it is inverse head and shoulder developer. inverse head and shoulders, man. Come on, man, come on. Yeah, maybe it's inverse is developing, but you know, we will see that. But it is going according to plan. It is going exactly as, you know, as expected, not as predicted, as expected, because we don't predict the stuff, we expect stuff. It's going exactly as expected, and right now we are getting this support, really nice support over here at 32,800, right? So the question is, what's going to happen now? So what we're going to look at now is the moving averages. Moving averages are really important, and what we're going to see here on the daily, technically it looks very bearish, guys. Technically it looks super bearish. Because what happened 2 days ago is we broke, let me remove the lines for a second. We broke the 10 and 20 moving average. The yellow and the white and the red line, the 10 and 20 moving average, this is the 10 moving average, this is 20 moving average. We broke to the upside, right? We broke the upside, we start being bullish, and today we are getting the bearish engulfing candle right back down. Big rejection of the 10 and 20 moving average. And of course that should be technically that should be a bad sign, but I don't think it is. Not yet. Like, if you want this to be the bad sign, we gotta go below these levels down here. We gotta go below 32,875. We gotta go below that. We gotta close below that. We gotta create lower low. We got to create lower low, because what's happening right now is the price is being pushed into this support, either this support or the 32,000, was that 32,500? There is support here, by the way. It's being price is being pushed in the support. So the question is which whether the resistance or the support is gonna hold, because this is expected. This is expected because price is being pushed by the resistance to the downside. That's normal, and then you got support down here, which is actually holding the price, right? And right now that we are creating higher highs here at the support is actually showing us that, hey guys, look at that, support is actually holding. So we get a fight between the resistance and the support right now, and whichever breaks, that's the direction we're gonna go, right? We are counting that, you know, the resistance is gonna break eventually, and we are gonna go up, you know, but there is a lot of bears that are actually thinking that we might actually go to the downside and, you know, break the support and go down. So, you know, everything depends whether we actually go to below 30, actually down here below 31.6 or something like that. If you go below there, that's when you know, you can start panicking. But right now it's time for optimism. And optimism comes because this is the resistance, and price is at the resistance. It's not down here at the support, it's up here at the resistance. It's like testing resistance a lot of time. You know, the Alessio Restani, he's got a big channel, 300k in subs and stuff like that. Even he, like, you know, he starts saying when the price comes and hits supports, a lot of times, the more times you hit the support or the resistance, the more time you hit the resistance, right, the probability goes that, you know, it wants to break that support or that resistance, right? It want to go up or the other way. Bradley, I'll come back to your super chat. It wanna go one or the other way, and it looks like it wants to go up, guys. It looks like it wants to go up. You don't just go and cross the 20 moving average 4 times in a row. It looks like 3 times. It's actually 4 times in a row. This is the first time. This is the second times. You see these wicks above the 10 and 20 moving. That's also a try. That's a big try. You know, that's 3, and this is 4. 4 times you have broken the 20 moving average on the daily chart, trying to go up 4 times, you know. So there is a lot of bullishness. Usually when you get rejected by the 20 moving average, you say, it's bearish, you know, it go down sport. You break another time, you know, you become bullish, and then you break the downside, you know. But so many times you have broken the 20 moving average. At one point, you know, you gotta say to the 20 moving average, like, hey man, what you doing? What you doing, man? Look at this, man. Wait. Look at this over here, man. This is the first time, you know, breaking. Second time, then you go right back down. No, technically this is second time, and this is third time, because you go down, you know. That's like holding the 20 moving average. Went below it. Here we try to get up, but nope, not going down. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna count this as 7, 8 times. 8 times. Like, how many times do we gonna test the 20 moving average to break the 20 moving average? How many times? And right now you can see here how far the 20 moving average and the price is. 20 moving average and the price. 20 moving average and the price. You know. But look here. Look here. Look here. 20 moving average price. 20 moving average price. 20 moving average price. You see what's happening? You see what's happening, guys? You see what's happening? We are going closer and closer to the 20 moving average. Like, you cannot go any closer than this. You cannot go, even when we get rejected by the 20 moving average, we don't drop all the way down to 29,000. No, we just going like slowly into some kind of a apex, into some kind of a ending of this move right now, and it's just before it actually breaks to the upside and actually goes up. Always late club. The mighty apefish. Yeah, you should definitely join the club, man. You should definitely join the club. The late club. We are making a whale. Yeah, this I don't know, is this a whale? I don't know how to draw the whale. It's something like this. Yeah, this is a, there you go. It's some kind of whale. It's our whale. Charts are really weird in this zone. Yeah, charts are weird, but they are actually not. It looks weird, but you know, once you understand the movement and once you understand that not everything is a perfect triangle and stuff like that, like, it does look nice. Look at this. This is a whale chart. Whale chart, of course. Of course, a whale chart. And you can see here right now we are getting into this this ending phase. Like, you've seen the volatility on everything. Doesn't matter what kind of indicator you're looking at. BB, RSI, MACD, SPO. Doesn't matter what kind of moving average. It doesn't matter what kind of indicator you're looking at. Doesn't even matter if even when you are looking at just you know, patterns and just the price. The volatility is that. The volatility is zero, guys. The volatility is zero. Okay, there's no volatility anymore. Price is just going up, a little bit down. It's just waiting to break the certain levels. And once we break this, you can even see it on the volume. Like, look at this, man. It's been just going literally steadily down. Like, there is no volatility. There is nothing. There is literally nothing happening right now. That means that something is gonna explode pretty soon. And we are betting on the long. We are not betting on the short. We are betting on the long, because you know, the charts are telling us it's gonna be the long play and not the short play. Even with this bearish candle down here, even with this bearish engulfing candle on the daily chart, we are still betting on the long, because this hasn't yet pushed it below. So even right now, we gotta still look for the long play and not the short play. We gotta still look for the long play and not the short play, because if we will change to the bearish, will become bearish, because you know, you never know exactly where it's gonna go, but we will become super bearish if we break certain levels to the downside, right? If we break certain levels to the downside, we are super bearish. We're gonna look for, but right now, you know, we gotta go where the chart are telling us to go, and right now chart are telling us to go up. Even with this dump out here, it was expected. The dump was expected. We were expecting the dump. We are looking at the rising wedge. We are looking at the rising wedge. We are seeing the dump to the downside, and we said, since everything else is bullish, you know, this cannot actually break to the downside. We cannot break this level of support. There is no way we can break the level of support, because we are bullish. So even though we have the rising wedge, and even though everybody wants to go down, you know, and everybody is looking at the targets on the downside, these are, by the way, these are for you guys that haven't been here before, these are the targets to the downside. So when we start going down, this is what people are looking at: 32, 31, 29, 26, and there are lower targets there, but you know, we have drawn in the first supports, and those are these ones. Like, there are a lot of supports below that as well, but these are the important ones right now that we are looking at, right? But you know, even with this rising wedge that we are broken down, we are still not bearish, because you know, we are holding the supports, and eventually once we break like 31.6 or something like that over here, where is this, 36 something like, once we break this level down here, give or take 31.6 or something like that, we're gonna become bearish. Like, there is time to become bearish, there is time to become bear, there is time to short, there is time to do that. But right now, that's not the time. Why? And why are we so bullish? Because there are several small indications that are telling us that the price should go up. If you want, we can go over it again. But there are actually indications that the price should go up. Like, everything from the macro image to the small micro image on the price, there are small signs, you know. Just because something looks bearish, eventually it has to change and look bullish again, right? You know, when price is just falling below all everything and looks the most bearish is when it actually turns and goes up, right? The same thing goes over here. Even though we are looking bearish, we are below moving averages, we are closing below certain levels and stuff like that, there are small interesting facts of life, small interesting facts on the chart that are telling us right now that we are actually bullish. You know, everything from this bottom, double bottom down here at 31,500, keeping the bottom up here, then going all the way up and going zigzag close to the going zigzag on the resistance line right over here, right? Then the volume dropping, the volume going down and everything like that. Like you can see here, the price is actually going down here. And let me see up here. Everything from over here down here, the price, the volume is going down. So technically, this move to the downside is not actually that strong. It's not actually that strong. The move to the downside is not actually strong. This over here is very weak move to the downside. So I'm not seeing I'm not seeing any whale motion to the downside. I'm not seeing that they want to push the price to the downside, especially that, like we said yesterday, like if we go down, we don't want to close below 32,870. We did not close below 32,870. We closed above it very nicely. Wicks, sure, no problem. Wicks always do like weird stuff. Wicks are for other kinds of stuff, you know, but we know technical analysis, we know how to do this. We understand the bullishness when the bullishness is there. Now this daily has not yet closed, you know, it's still 16 hours left to the daily close, so we are not gonna make an adjust. But you know, if you start dropping down, tomorrow's stream is gonna be super bearish. We're going down to zero and stuff like that. But right now it looks like it's time to think about a long place, although we do have no confirmation yet. We are still in this channel to the downside. We are still in the middle of the channel like nothing, but we are hitting into some kind of supports. And if like we said, if those supports hold, you know, it's gonna break on one side or other side. Like you understand that it's gonna break on one side or other side, and there is no indication that one side is gonna, it's not 50-50. I think right now it's more like what I'm gonna say, well, since I'm gonna say it's 60 to the upside and 40 to the downside, like that's how bullish I am. I'm 60 to the downside because I think this support down here might actually hold. Like all the indications are showing that right now we should actually start crossing certain levels and go up to upside. 10 and 20 is not that important. 10 and 20 is not that important. We should when it close above it, the only time we became super bullish on the chart over here. Let me clean up this for you over here, and I'll show you the only time we got super bullish on the chart is right over here. What happened here that it didn't happen here or here or here or here? What happened here? Do you know what happened? We went above the 20 moving average, and then we held above the 20 moving average. Then we went up again. Like for 3 days we were above 20 moving average, and even this closed down. Well, you know, that might actually be a bearish sign, but when the next day when you come right back up again, that's super bullish. So once this happened, like we were having the best stream ever, you know, we are calling like super high targets and stuff like that. We are actually calling something like 45 targets that never got hit, and then we became super bearish once this got rejected and we went below that again, right? So you know, that's how these things works, right? But here we are still not holding above the 20 moving average. We are still not holding above 20 moving. So what has to happen is we have to get above the 20 moving average. We have to hold the 20 moving average for at least a day, maybe or preferably 2 days, and then you're gonna see super bullishness kicking in. But right now we are bullish, but we are not bullish, you know, the way we're gonna be bullish once we are in the zone up here above this channel, above the 50 moving average, above the 10 and 20 moving average. We are not that bullish, but we are bullish in a way that we are anticipating the bullishness that's gonna come and hit it. So right now we are creating higher low over here. We are actually holding the support, so that's actually a good thing, you know. I don't think it's time to go short over here, guys. I know we dumped like yesterday like 3 or 4% down, but it's not a time to go short, because 32,870 is support. You don't want want to short support. The same goes for 32,258. Very important level of support. You don't want to short that either. Basically, you don't want to short here. You don't want, if you want to short up here yesterday, you know, it was time to short when up on the wedge. It was time to short, you know, and see how low it can go. But right now it's not time short. If anything, it's time to long and then looking for breaking on the support to close the short long positions. But right now it's not time to short, guys. It's not time to short. The shorting was up here. The shorting this is the shorting area, right? But you can see the shorting area where people actually short. It goes down, but it comes right back up. It goes down. But I mean, sure, the guys that short over here are still in profit. Doesn't matter how much, but they cannot push the price that much down. That's the thing. They cannot push the price to whatever 25 levels that they are hoping for, or 24 levels that they are hoping for. They cannot push the price down. That's very bullish sign. That's bullish sign. So people are shorting this, you know, traders are shorting the resistance right now. And even this resistance here in the rising wedge, everybody saw that, everybody shorted that. But right now, but you see, it went down 3%, guys. 3% down, and it stopped at the very first support that we have is at 32,870. So how can you say that we are bearish? We are not bearish, we are bullish. So what we are going to do now, we are going to go into the small time frames, 1 hour and 4 hour, and see what's happening there. Because 1 hour and 4 hour, especially on the 1 hour, I'll show you the bullishness. I was watching it today and I thought, oh yeah, look at that, we are going down, and then suddenly the bearishness turned into bullishness on the 1 hourly, and now it looks a lot better. Now it looks like better. So let's start with that, but we are gonna do this on okay, we can do this on this chart. Let's start going to 4 hourly time frame. Let's clean up everything, and what you're gonna see here is what can happen actually to make us bearish. Okay, let's pull up the, so this is the 4 hourly chart. 4 hourly chart. This is the wedge, right? This is the wedge, and these are the moving averages, guys. These are moving. So especially these three, the 10, 20, and 50 moving average here on the 4 hourly chart will cause us problems. They will be immense. Yeah, they will be the big resistance right now, the big resistance. So we went down. Right now we are having some kind of what Wyckoff would said automatic response. You have an impulse way up, and then you have an automatic response, and then you do something like this over here. So what I'm expecting, actually, I'm not looking at the 200 and 100 moving. I'm looking at this 10, 20, and 50 moving average. Really important moving averages right over here. So once we start going up here right now, these moving averages will give us a resistance, will give us definitely 100% resistance on the way up. So I'm looking at not just the 28,870, I'm also looking at this 32,259. Sorry, this 32,870 and 32,259. These two supports, I'm looking at these two supports, guys. These two supports, even this support down here to hold us above water. That's why I'm saying we gotta go below 31.6. Where's 31.6? This channel line down here. This channel line down here, it's very important. The white line, this line over here. So right now that line is at 31, yeah, give or 31.6 down here, exactly where this line is. You know, it's gonna go a little bit slow down, like 31.3, something like that, or for certain days. But if we close below, let's give it all the way 31. If we close below 31, guys, where's 31? There's 31. If we close below this number, 31,000, that's when we become bearish. Okay. Also, you'll see here those are the lows. If we go below that, that's when we actually become a bearish, super bearish. And the closer we get to this this line down here at 31,000, the closer we get to this line down here, the more and the bearishness is gonna increase, you know, by day, because all the way down to 31,000 there is all kinds of supports, guys, all kinds of supports, right? And you don't want to lose those supports, right? So if we start going down on downwards, you're gonna lose the first 32,008, then you're gonna lose 32,259, then you're gonna lose the channel, then you're gonna lose this 31.6, and eventually you're gonna lose 31 one support as well, right? So you don't want to go down here and start losing the supports, because every time you lose a support, you increase the bearishness. So maybe the bearishness right now is maybe 40% or 60, right? But if you lose 32, you know, bearishness goes from 40% maybe to 50%. If you lose 32 to 200, the bearishness goes from you know, the 50% to 60%. If you lose the like 31.5, it goes from 60% to some kind of 80-90%. And if you lose 31,000, yeah, you are basically 99% bearish, you know. So that's how these things work. It's a probability chance. You don't want to lose the supports, but if you do lose supports, you know, you want to get right back up again. You want to get right back up again. So what's gonna happen right now by looking on the 4-hourly time frame? Let's just go a little bit back over here, or like this over here. I know there's a lot of lines here. I'm hoping you can follow what I'm saying right now, because this is important right now. These moving averages will start kicking us down, okay? So I'm expecting to go up and get rejected by the moving average. I'm expecting rejection by the moving average. Now the best case scenario, we get above the moving average and all of these moving averages and just start going down. But they're gonna kick us up, and I'm expecting some kind of retest on 32,870. Now this is how the patterns are being created. You get a push down, and then you get some kind of support, and this is what called descending triangle, right? Descending triangle. But this is the descending triangle between the moving averages and the support down here, descending triangle. So we're gonna go in some, eventually one of these two things is gonna hold, and one of these two things is gonna break. So if the moving averages, these moving averages down here, if we break above the moving averages, that means we break the resistance, we become super bullish. Instantly we become super bullish. On the other hand, if the resistance swings, that means that we cannot break the resistance and we break to the downside over here and close to the downside, not just one, but you know, we go down, we get rejected by the resistance, you know, by the support as a resistance, and continue going down, that's gonna be a bearish sign. It's not gonna be doomed bearish sign going to 24,000, you know, but because we still got like 20 this very important support here at 32,259. We still got very important support. So if we go down over here, if we actually the resistance moving averages actually win over the support and pushes us down, we got 32,259. But if these 4 hours start continuously pushing us down, you know, that might actually be a very bad sign, eventually very bad sign, you know, and eventually we'll turn bullishness into bearishness, and then we're gonna start looking at some kind of move to the downside. So right now, although we are out of the triangle, out of this rising wedge, we did hit some kind of target down here at 32,000, right? And we are right now bouncing. Right now we are getting big test here on the moving averages, and the moving averages are the most important thing here. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out tomorrow. If we go even lower down there in the 1 hourly chart, you're gonna see where the bullishness comes is. There's still 2 minutes left, but you can see the bullishness already. 2 minutes left to the close. Let me see the 4 hourly close. Yeah, 4 hourly looks nice. Look at it, 1 minute 50 seconds left for this candle to close above the 20 moving average. So what happened here, I'm gonna show you even a small time. So yeah, we still got 1 minute and 41 seconds. So we can start with the 50-minute chart. I'm gonna show you that there was error side divergence here. You see the price, where is it? 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes is better. 1 hour. Let's see 1 hour. Yeah, you cannot see it, but the price is going down on the 1 hourly over here, and the RSI is going up. So that's divergence, and we bounced off of that divergence. So we went down, created divergence, and bounced right back up again, instantly upwards, right? And over here, when it dumped down, we got rejected by the 10 moving average, went down, got above the 10 moving average, failed to get above the 20, went down, divergence over here created, right back up about 10 and 20 moving. So right now on the small time frames, 1 hour time frame, we are looking bullish, but that's to be expected, because we already know that on 4 hourly we gotta go up to these moving averages up here, to these moving averages, and test these moving averages as a resistance before we actually get rejected by them or not. So if you get rejected by the moving averages, you know, the support here at 32,870 should hold, but if the support doesn't hold, if we fall below the support, you know, the bullishness from the 60 and the bearishness to the 40, the bearishness is going to increase from 40%, maybe some kind of 60% something. And if you lose 32,259, I'm going to say that bearishness is going to go from 60 to 80%. Like, I don't want to lose this support, guys. I don't want to lose this support. This is important support, but I don't want to lose this down here. This down here, I don't want to lose this support, because if you lose that, you know, you become bearish. But right now it is playing as expected. We did expect the move downside. We are expecting some kind of a move between support and moving averages right now on the small time frames, 4 hourly, to see which one is actually win. And I'm actually expecting this actually to go above the moving averages eventually, the support to hold, and we continue climbing. And I think, guys, next time we break the 20 moving average, that's gonna be it. I don't think you can break the 20 moving average that many times without actually doing anything. Okay, you cannot just break it over and over and over and over again without actually doing anything. So this 20 moving average up here, next time we go up here, and next time we break it, I think we're gonna break both the 20 moving average, the support and the channel support at the same time, and we're gonna continue going up. If that, once that happens, you know, dodge that. It will be played from the 9:30 Central European time to the 9:30 p.m. Central European time, like 12 hours in a row. We're gonna have a big live stream, super party and everything, right? That's gonna happen, right? So we are looking to the upside, we are not looking to the downside, because this support right now down here, this support, really important support. So we don't want to start falling down and start losing these supports. And right now it is playing as expected, so we want this expectation to hold. We want to get into this zigzag pattern over here with the play on the 4 hourly moving averages, and we want to get above them. But if you start breaking the downside, you know, it might turn terrible, but right now, today, this day, we are actually bullish. Okay, guys, that was a very long support. And now we had the 1 hourly close. Let's see how 1 hourly close actually held over here. You can see we closed above 10 and 20 moving average. So right now, as expected, we are going up to at least this 50 moving average, 33.6. Let's see where 33.6. Yeah, see 33.6 is 20 moving average. So up here at the 50 moving average on 1 hour is the same thing as moving averages on the 4 hourly. So we are expecting to move to the upside right now to hit these moving averages up here and see if we can actually cross them or not. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. 4 hourly, we just got to close bullish close on 4 hourly. It's not that uneventful right now, so no biggie right now on that. And we are still going up to this moving average, so we're gonna see how that plays out. Daily, still nothing on that. That was interesting. Okay, guys, first thing first, there was somebody. Bradley, $5. Thanks for the $5. I appreciate the money. Appreciate it. Have a tendency to buy too early for Bitcoin, ETH, and altcoins. How do I know the right entry? I'm long-term hodler. Depends on how long-term hodler. Like, people say I'm a long-term hodler, and then, you know, they sell after 1 month. Depends on how long you are hodling, right? If you're a long-term hodler, what you should be doing is you go to big time frames, like weekly time frame. You remove everything, you put up the moving averages, right? And you buy on the moving averages. You got the 50 moving average, 100 moving average, 200 moving average. You pick your poison, you buy on the moving averages down here, either on the 50 moving average over here, or the 100 moving average over here, or the 200 moving average, and you buy on the moving. You never buy above the moving averages, okay? So even up here, you don't buy here, you don't buy here, you buy on the moving averages. When the price comes to the moving averages, you buy on the moving averages. And right now we are pretty close to the 50 moving average. So, you know, this for long-term hodlers, you know, this is a long player right over here, because you are on the moving averages. So people, when long-term hodlers are buying, they're buying on the moving averages. They're buying 50, 100, 200 moving average. They're buying down here. They're not buying the between or above the moving averages, right? They're always waiting for a pullback. Buy on the moving averages, So if you want to buy on the moving averages, you know, 50 is nice, 100 is nice, 200 is nice, you know, depends on how long you're gonna go down. Right now we are looking for some kind of upside, but if it goes down, you know, you might actually look for some kind of 100 moving average down here at 20,000, something like that, right? The same thing goes for the monthly chart. Depends on how. On the monthly chart, this actually looks quite bad, but it's still 13 days left, you know, so we can always just create this kind of wick over here right now. But right now we're getting a little bit rejected by the 10 moving average. So right now on the monthly time frame is not time to buy. You know, time to buy is to buy here around 22,000 on the monthly. You know, if you go down there, you know, you want to buy on the moving average, not below moving average, on the moving average. So if you go up here, get some kind of retest on the 10 moving average, that's time to buy and stuff like that, right? You want to buy on the moving averages, never on never on anything. And if you're a long-term hodler, look for a weekly and a monthly time frame, buy on the moving averages, and then with the other indicators and you know, bullishness versus bearishness, long-term charts and stuff like that, you figure out, you know, where is the biggest probability to actually find some kind of bottom or some kind of good entry once the bottom has been hit and stuff like that, and continue going up, you know. But you gotta do some work. But always buy on the moving averages. Now that I've done the super chat, by the way, thanks for $5. I do appreciate it. Why don't you show the arrow down to 16K? More realistic. No, it's not. CPI report affects many things, including crypto. Definitely. CPI report, did it come out? Let me check, guys. Let me just. Okay, we can work with this. Let me check CPI report. Let me check. Next released July 13 at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. When is 8:30 a.m. Eastern time? Yeah, it's in 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. 4 hours left. Yeah, it's 4 hours. So in 4 hours we are having the numbers. So until then, nothing's gonna happen. Late, where is Reef TA? Reef is going down, man. Reef is going down. What's TLI gut indicator saying? My TLI gut indicator is saying bullish, man. That's why we are doing all of this stuff, man. I'm looking to the upside. I'm not looking to the downside, you know. I'm looking to the upside. I'm looking for the support to hold. This support down here, right below us, I'm looking for the support to hold, guys. This support right over here, I'm looking for that support to hold and to actually push us to our upside. I'm going away from the moon phases, guys. I gotta tell you, I'm going away from the moon phases. Although moon phases can push us in the down direction, you know. But right now, let's moon phases over here. You can see here we have the new moon, and right now we are already going down. You know, we hit the top, you know, we're already going down. Maybe we're gonna go like somewhere sideways over here before we actually get out of it, because there is, you can technically say that there is some kind of a long falling wedge going on here. And if it does the case, you know, we might actually do something like this and go up, you know, eventually getting some kind of new moon here and then bouncing to the upside, you know. That might be the case. But you know, all in its time. Talk to me when WeChat hits 0.60 cents. You 100% changed from yesterday. No, I did not, man. Yesterday we were bullish. We all were playing Dodge Daddy yesterday. We are saying exactly the same time yesterday as we are saying today. Yesterday we said this. Rising wedge. We are gonna go down. We are gonna not break the 32,080 here. And then we're gonna go into range, and then eventually we're gonna go up. That's what we said yesterday. Today we are saying the exactly same thing. We went down. We are gonna range between the moving averages on the 4 hourly and the support, and then we're gonna go up. It's the same thing, man. Rising wedge down, zigzag up. That's what we said yesterday. Today we are saying exactly the same thing, because it is playing exactly as we thought it should be playing out. No more move phases, so then you must use the extra special stock RSI indicator on the 5-year chart. Extra special stock RSI indicator. Yeah, we'll see if it holds. We're gonna see if the stock RSI holds. You were saying 90% dump chance, 10% hopium. Well, of course. There is still, guys. There was 10%, you know, chance to break the upside. Of course, chance to the downside was 90%, because all of the bearishness were indicating. up here, we broke yesterday. We broke the 10 and 20 moving average. We're above this over here. We went from zero hopium to 10% hopium. Okay, but you're still below the resistance. You're still below the 50 moving average. You're still hitting some. You haven't confirmed that you are able to hold the above it. 10% hopium, 10% that you're gonna go up. Right now down. It's still. Let me put it like this. It's still downwards and move to upside. And now we're gonna see TLA's got indicator. Okay, TLA's got indicator. That's up here, and we got realistic TA whatever, right? Okay, realistic TA for now. So to the upside, I would say right now over here upside, let's say yesterday was 10% because we're about 10 and 20%, so let's say 5% to the upside, 5% to the upside, and that's gonna mean 95 to the downside. Okay, so technically looking at this, the move is to the downside, but looking at the technicals, and that's why the technicals have to be looked at on a psychological level, right? So although technicals, this is very bearish, guys. This is very bearish. This bearish engulfing candle is very bearish. You're getting a bearish engulfing candle and stuff like that. The only bullish thing is that we didn't close below the support, and support is right now. Maybe it's more. Okay, let's say let's keep that 10 over here. Let's keep that 10%. Let's keep it still at 10% because we did do exactly as expected. We did do exactly as expected, but these numbers do change over time. They are not fixed numbers until something happens, right? They're not fixed numbers. You come over here and they're still like 10% towards the upside and 90% towards the downside. Right now it looks like 90% to the downside. It's a big 90%. Maybe the numbers can be changed and stuff like that, but there is still that's why I'm saying it's TLA's gut indicator, because all of the indication right now is to the downside. You got rejected by the channel, you got rejected by the 20 moving average. The only thing that held you is the support down here. Right now on the 4 hourly, you are gonna get crushed by the moving averages and stuff like that. The only thing that's gonna change the 10 and the 90 is if the support holds, because we have not tested the support. Okay, so right now what's gonna happen, I'm telling you, we're gonna get crushed to the support. On the support, this is a 32,870 support, and this is a 32,259 support, and that's gonna be the thing that's actually gonna change us the mindset, 10 to 90 to 90 10. Okay, that's gonna be changed because it does change pretty fast. Right now it indicates towards the down. But I'm telling you that although indicators are saying downside, I'm saying towards the upside, because we have already used up all the bearishness, and right now the psychological effects of this is telling me that at one point this will actually change and go to the upside. So just looking at short-term 10K indicators, that's like we should break the downside. You get rejected, but you hit resistance, rejected. You got above 20 moving average, rejected. Rising wedge, down, hitting the support, down. Right now it's gonna come 4 hourly moving averages in here and gonna start pushing us down. The only thing that's gonna actually make us super bullish is once we break the 4 hourly moving averages, start getting up and getting above this line. That's the only thing that's gonna change this 10 TLI hopium indicator to 90. Okay, so if you want to see this be bullish up to 90, you gotta get above the resistance. That's why I'm saying down here 90%, because I don't want you people to go long right now. Maybe it might be some kind of long option, but you gotta know that you are below the resistance. You are below the 20 moving average. You cannot just go buy and go to the beach, because this can crash to 26,000. This can go down to 24,000. But my gut indicator, I cannot explain exactly why, but I think there is more probability to upside and downside, even though TIA, you know, showing to the downside, even though TIA is showing to the downside. So once we break this leveled up here, once we break the 50 moving average, this TLI indicator is going to go to the 99%, okay, 99%, okay, but right now we are only 10% to the upside, 10% to the upside, okay, so keep that in mind, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that the technicals are showing downside, but you know, I've been watching the charts for so long that I can actually go against the stream and say, you know guys, although it looks bearish, there are some nice indications that it might actually be bullish, you know. There are some nice indications that it might be bullish. First thing first, Google user $5 thanks, appreciate money, and Google user $10, appreciate money. Thanks man, appreciate that you just donate the money. Thanks man. Love ya. Too much money. I'm done with crypto. Too much manipulation. No, this is how things works. This is why it's really hard for people to understand technical analysis, because they think like I just draw two lines, price goes either up or down. Like if he hit that, you know, it's over. If he cross this, he bullish. No, it's not that. Like it's a lot more. It's a lot more complex than people think. It's a lot more complex than people. They want you to think it is bearish. Yeah, they want you to think it's bearish. You know, as soon as we got this, dump yesterday, right? 4% dump. Like everybody was still talking. Everybody right now, even on Telegram, talking about 34,000, like 26,000. It's not gonna be 24, 26. You know, when everybody's talking about it. That's why I'm thinking. Where can I get the TLI indicator? Right here on this channel, right here, every single day, 9:30 Central European time, you get it's time sensitive indicator, you know, so you gotta come to the channel, you know, to watch the indicator, to use the indicator. What about volume today? There is no volume, and volume you cannot look at only one day. Look here guys, you cannot look volume for only one day, and especially not intraday or even the previous day. Volume, if you're looking on the daily chart, you gotta look on the how volume is moving. Is it moving to the downside, to the upside, or sideways? You cannot just look at one day. One day is only good for when you are looking for the breakouts to see if the volume pumps or not. But overall, what you want to look for is does volume go up or down or up, right? Right now the volume is going down, the price is going down, especially since over here, over this part over here, you can see that the price is going technically down, the volume is going down. So what is it telling you? When the price is going down and the volume is down, what does that mean, guys? What does that mean? That means that there is no interest in the price going down. When the volume is going down, when price is going down and the volume is going down, there is no interest in the price going down. That means that their interest is the price going up, right? No. Volume going down, meaning people are losing interest. Volume going up, meaning people are gaining interest. Volume is an interest indicator. It's not volume indicator, it's an interest indicator. You gotta look at an interest. When the price is going up, everybody looks at volume to see if the volume follows the price. Because when volume follows the price, it means that there's interest in the price. When volume is going down and when the price is going down and the volume is going up, it means that interest is following the price. So you want volume to go up whenever the price goes down or up. If the price goes down and volume goes up, interest. If the price goes up and the volume goes up, interest, right? Volume is an interest indicator. Shows you how much interest there is in the price. And right now there is no interest in the price, you know, because it's just bleeding towards downside. See here. Even on the long term, we are slowly bleeding towards down. So there is no interest in the down movement anymore. The interest to the down movement is dying out. Right now, interest is to the upside, guys. Interest is to the upside. Man, your beard is more bullish than Ali G's beard. My buy targets are still clear. What are your buy targets, Shashi? Sahil. Need other to pump to pay the rest off. Hard to say really. I'd say 75, sell 75 and keep 25 just in case of a great fall. Daily RSI resistance in January. Do you think it's broken the trend? I don't know. Let's see. Nah, but you see here, even this, like guys, see here, even on the RSI, Even on the RSI, you can see how big rejection we have been getting over here. But right now we are no longer getting rejection. We are zigzagging right over here, waiting to break it, right? We are no longer doing like this. You know, we are done. We are zigzagging. Right now we're gonna break the trend. So if the RSI trend has any validity to what's gonna happen, we're gonna break the trend soon, guys. Yeah, we're gonna break the trend soon. Like, it's gonna happen this week, next week, something like that. Like, it's gonna happen pretty soon, guys. It's gonna happen pretty soon. I will take a seat on the sidelines waiting for confirmation. Bear flag on hourly. Bear flag on hourly. Let me see the bear flag on hourly, man. I don't know. You are probably looking at this over here, right? Yeah, it might be like, but I'd say it's too early to say it. I'd say it's too early. Yeah, it might be, because these moving averages, like this is 1 hourly. Let me see 4 hourly. These moving averages over here, those are important, right? This is the 4 hourly. Those are important because we said, like, once we go up here, you know, that might actually push us down. Then you know, the bear flag will actually push us down to some kind of 31. You know, if that happens, you know, if we start going down these kind of levels, we're gonna be super bearish, right? We're gonna be super bearish. But I'm telling you, soon something's gonna happen. Whether we're gonna go down, whether we're gonna go down or up, depends. Like, technicals are saying down, but you know, my gut feeling and my technicals and my understanding of stuff is saying, like, we might actually find some kind of up move pretty this week. Don't do that, man. So basically he's saying we could go up or we could go down. We could always go up or down. That's how technical analysis work. The faster you learn that, the better you're gonna do in technical analysis. Hard to be wrong. Of course, it's not. If two teams are playing, you can always say, like, this team can win and this team. Oh, it's hard to be wrong. Come on, man. Like, you gotta pick your team, right? So you pick this team and this other team that wins. Like, there is not 50-50. It's sometimes it's 70-30, other times it's 20-80. Like, you know, there is always probability. There is no certainty, right? Dodge mommy. Yeah, who's Dodge mommy? If Elon Musk is Dodge daddy, who's Dodge mommy? Around the blockchain is okay. Higher low, that's all I know. I'm not a dope. I went to school. Higher lows are nice. I believe more on technicals. Yeah, guys, trust whoever you want to trust. Believe in whoever you want to believe. Do your own research, you know, blah, 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 whatever, right? Technicals are showing right now move to the downside, but you know, but you gotta look past the technicals, pure technicals, and try to pick out the psychology behind it, you know. See how, you know, even though technicals are looking bearish, technically it does show bullishness after a while. So, you know, rejection are bearish, but you know, the more time you hit a resistance, you know, the weaker it gets. Although the rejections always bearish, the bullishness comes when, you know, you keep rejecting the rejection over a certain period of time. Like, how many times more are you gonna test the resistance before you actually break it? You sound angry today. No, I'm not. I'm actually pretty chill. Can I buy and go to my pool? No, you can't. Go to my pool. Not the beach, just the pool. As long as you can get back from the pool and sell, maybe you can do that. I wonder if the whales made it so to confuse TA. Whales didn't do anything, man. Tech analysis has been this way forever. It's just human emotion, how human emotion works. Technical analysis is only a representation of human emotion. And then, you know, people try to come in and, you know, change the human emotion or give another view on it. Can I buy and go to sleep? I'm addicted to your daily live streams. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Only if the signal from CoinSkid himself. Yeah, if CoinSkid comes and say, yeah, buy and go to the pool, then you can do that. Buy and go to break. Can I buy and go to my shower? Where is the volume? You need strength and volume to break major resistances, Magnus. No. So you can see here, guys, this is the volume. Let's go to another chart over here. That's a lot more clear. You can see the volume is actually dying out. You can see, right, the volume is dying out. So, you know, technically there is some kind of a, depends on how you're going to draw this. Is this some kind of falling wedge or some kind of channel, whatever. Basically, there is some kind of resistance here. The volume doesn't pick up here. The volume picks up, first it starts picking up on the breakout, and then you test the resistance as support, and after the support is very first you get a little bit of volume, and then you get a big volume kicking it. Then you get big volume. On the retest you get big volume. On the breakout you don't get big volume. Volume just breaks, you know, small. Google user, $2. Thanks, man. Appreciate the money. Appreciate the money. 300 people watching and only 50 likes. Yeah, we are not that big on the likes here on this channel, you know. I'm hoping that, you know, YouTube algorithm, the AI will understand at one point that, you know, the likes are not what actually makes a good algorithm, but it's how long people are watching, you know. My dream is to go to the party with Magnus and pick up some girls. That's not gonna happen, man. That's not gonna happen. You know, wife got a word or two to say about that. BNB coin has been doing well considering. Maybe, I haven't checked it. By sound of basic reason for your bullish beard. Thanks, man. What do you think about Norwegian Air? Is there some hope? It's really hard to say, because although, you know, the pandemic is, you know, slowing down and stuff like that, people are still not, you know, even now, if you start, you know, going anywhere, like, it's gonna take a while to actually pick up. So, I've been watching it definitely, but, you know, Norwegian Air Shuttle, it's gonna take a while. Like, it just looks terrible. It just looks terrible. Look at this, guys. Look at this. It just looks terrible. Maybe there is some kind of a divergence down here going on. Maybe on the monthly. Let's see the monthly chart. Ah, there is no divergence. It's just bleeding out. Look at it. People, when the RSI does this on the monthly chart, it's time to say like no to the price. Like I don't know what this is. You go down to 26 and then you stay at 26 and just continue sideways. Like it just looks too bad. Too ugly. It looks too ugly to me. It looks too ugly to me still. And you know, the Norwegian Air Shuttle is still, like, I know people are thinking like, yeah, it's you know, small pump can bring the price 2x and stuff like that, and I understand that, but yeah, you know, it's just too much risk, and people think, yeah, it cannot go more down. Of course it can go more. It can always go down. It can always go down another 90%. The people think it cannot go down more 90 more percent. Of course it can go down 90 more percent. It can always go down another 90%, guys. It can always go down another 90%. Funny, buy and go to the bridge. Yeah. Did it bottom out and now sideways up, or another crash inevitable? Now I'm thinking right now that we are not quite sure whether the big crash is gonna come. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure that the big crash is gonna come, because people are expecting the big crash and stuff like that. Every single dump to the downside saying like, eventually we're going down to 24k and whatnot, right? I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that this over here might be some kind of a bottoming pattern that we are doing right now, that we are gonna go up here. But yeah, I said it, like, if we break 31,000 down here, if we break this level down here, if we break the 31,000, if we break this level down here on the downside, that's when I become bearish, okay? But before that, I'm still bullish, guys. I'm still bullish. It can do certain stuffs on the downside. It can go sideways. I don't care. It's only when we break this level until some end of July, maybe up here, something like this. In next 10 days, next week or something like that. After that, it's gonna be like 30.5 or something like that, because this is diagonal line, so it's going down, like the price is changing. But right now it's around 31,000. If we get below that, like, we're gonna say like, okay, now we're bearish. But until that, what about a symmetrical triangle? Symmetrical triangle, this part over here, something like this, symmetrical triangle playing out. Don't become bearish. Bro, give me discount so I can feel special. What kind of discount? What do you want discount on? Oh, you mean you wanna buy it 26? That kind of discount? What? 33 is not discount enough? How much discount do you wanna have? TLI, it looked like on the 4-hour we broke the big symmetrical triangle and now we are retesting before big drop. Can you have a look, please? Yeah, sure, I'll have a look. Like technicals, I can have a look always. Now let's look at a 4-hourly time frame. Let's remove the moving averages because it's easier to see. Okay, so what kind of symmetrical triangle are you telling about? You're saying this triangle over here because you're saying that we had the breakdown, right? We broke down, but then this should have been retest. You know, you cannot have retest. That's not you know, that's bullish. You can say that this were retest right now going, but this was a rising wedge, right? This over here was a rising wedge. So maybe big triangle broke down, rising wedge broke down. Maybe if we break this over here, maybe we go further down. That's why I'm saying I don't want to break 32,005, because if you break this level down here, you know, you increase the bullishness, and then you come down to this 31 level down here, and if you break that, that's when you become bearish, right? So you don't want to do that. But I'm saying, like, even though things actually looks like bad, you know, it can, you know, jump above this resistance and continue going upward. So especially since we create, like, I know, a higher low, we didn't just break through it to the downside, right? We create a low and you know, low, higher low. That's actually nice. But you know, here as well, low, higher low, and then lower low. So low, higher low, and then lower low might actually come, you know. But eventually, you know, if you go down, I'm going to become bearish. But right now, it's not time to be bearish. Right now, it's time for hope. Right now, it's time to go up. Right? Also looking at this over here, people might be actually expecting some kind of, you know, there is this way to draw the triangle as well. Like there is a lot of ways to draw triangle. Technically, we are not out of the triangle, right? Technically looking at like this is a support, and this over support without these wicks down here. You can see here we only dropped once and right back above it, right? So you know, this is also a possibility. This is also a possibility. Let's look at the moving averages 4-hourly. Right now we are below the moving average, but like I was saying, like there is support right below us up here. If you start breaking that support, that's when you become bearish. But right now it's not time to become bearish. Right now it's not time to become bearish, because if we break to the upside, like nice. TLI will shave his beard, package it, and send it to Coinskin when beat hits 500,000. It's actually Coinskin that needs to package me, because, you know, I win. This is literally the more indecisive day ever. Now, it has been indecisive for a long time, because it just been, you know, the volatility has been long here, but it has been indecisive. Now, the volatility is lower, but it's still indecisive, and volatility is decreasing. Something has to happen eventually, you know, volatility has to increase. Nobody's making money without a volatility in Bitcoin. Bitcoin standing at, you know, 33,000 for 10 years, it's not making anybody money. It's not like you can use it, you know, to eat. I want a discount on your beard. What are your biggest altcoins? I don't have altcoins holding. Why would you want to hold in a downtrend, man? Do you go to sleep after daily candle closes? No, I go to sleep a lot. I don't care about the daily candle closes. I wake up tomorrow, because what happens when you get the daily candle close? What happens usually, the price does some very big volatility, either to upside and it turns to the downside, or it goes to the downside and then goes to the upside. Right after the daily candle close, there is a lot of volatility, because, you know, speculators like to speculate on the price after the daily close, because daily close tell them something about bullishness or bearishness, and oftentimes you cannot actually determine which direction it's gonna go, because it usually, you know, people are crazy, they gamble, you know, they speculate, and the price can either go up and then turn down, or it can go down and turn up, right? They speculate. So you gotta wait like 4 to 8 hours for all these speculators to be finished, like gambling, and once they are finished gambling, then the price stabilizes, and then you can actually figure out where the price is gonna go for that day. So doing the daily Bitcoin video at 9:30 Central European time, it's very nice, because we come like 8 hours after the daily close, which is very nice. You know, price has stabilized, you know, speculators and gamblers are done doing that stuff, you know, and we can actually see what price is actually doing. It's time to break the support and buy BTC at 20k. You think but if you get to 20k, nobody's gonna buy 20k. Do you know why? because everybody's no, we're going down to 12k, guys. 12k is the new 20k. That's how it always works. The date of the triangle point corresponds with the grayscale unlocking. Look at the apex of the triangle. It's funny on the 18th. Well, it's 20th mine, 18, give or take. Usually these things actually break out before. So, you know, right now 13th. You know, 13th CPI numbers, 4 hours left. So we're gonna see if the CPI numbers actually gonna push this to the upside or downside. It's better to buy alts into BTC apart from Ethereum. I don't get what I said. Ima buy 20k, everyone is gonna buy it. If everyone is gonna buy, that means it's gonna go more down. And then when everybody sells at 12k, that's when, you know, whales are buying it. And you know, everybody, you know, everybody says, hey, if it goes down to 20k, I'm buying. So the price starts going down, you know, goes down, goes down, goes down, goes down, goes down, hits 20k, everybody buys here, right? Everybody buys here, but you know, whales understand that. So price starts going up, and then it goes down up here. No, buy more, buy the dip, and then go a little bit down. No, buy the dip, you know, buy the dip again, buy the dip, and then everybody sells here, and then whales buy, and then suddenly you're up there. You are up there. Something like over here, like price goes 30,000 ever. Buy. Oh, we're going up, and right now coming here, maybe drop it down here, and so, you know, downside still a possibility, not gonna lie, still possibility downside, but I'm more bullish than bearish. 550 now to Gemini and Bitstamp, tons of inflow into exchanges. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of times, you know, people are I also know a lot of people on Twitter and YouTube, you know, they're analyzing the on-chain data, the inflow, outflow, wallets and stuff like that, and the only thing that I got from that is they don't have a clue, you know. People are saying, yeah, you know, whales are buying, this is the biggest whale buying ever, and the price is just going down, you know. So technically they cannot help me. Do you hold crypto during this type of situation? No, I don't hodl. Like, hodling is not for bear markets, guys. Hodling is not for bear markets. Unless you're hodling for 10 years, you know, you're Michael Saylor or whatever. Type crypto save on YouTube and see for yourself. What is crypto save saying, man? What's crypto saying? Check crypto save. He's surely the guy for you. I have been watching crypto save, but I'm not a very fan of his technicals. He does his own thing, you know. Good for him, but, you know, not my kind of guy. Bro, always when CryptoQuant alert gives a, so always when some kind of indicator gives alert, is gonna dump. Because smart money is selling now, they will buy much lower. Dumb money will buy now. What about new moon? Yeah, should be dumpy day, surely. Yeah, new moon says down. New moon says down, guys. New moon says down. Unfortunately, new moon says down. Nothing TLR responding check rents. Oh, okay. Would you consider what's happening on the 1 hour on inverse cup and handle? I couldn't really trade this pattern that well. I'm just asking. Let's see one. Inverse cup. Where are you seeing inverse cup and handle, man? I am not seeing in this over here. Is the ugliest thing ever. You gotta watch the moving averages. Is this the cup and handle I talk about, or is this cup and handle? Which cup and handle I talk about? If this one, it's ugly because, you know, the. But you just said you're more bullish than bear, so why are you not hodling? I'm waiting for some kind of nice entry. When people think a crash is a loss, because I just show you that, you know, 90% technically down, so we can technically, you don't go down. You can buy now, you know, but then you got to buy, you know, hope for it's gonna break, you know, you got to sell and stuff like that. You know why we know we are in a short bear market? Because there's no talk about collab of TA guys on OnlyFans anymore. Yeah, that will come the next bull market. I think and there you have to own your own game plan, take advice, but use your own intuition. I think and there you have to own your game plan, take advice. Yeah, I'm not telling people to buy and sell. Like, you want to go up, you go up. You want to go down, you go down. You know, you want to go short, you want to go long, whatever. But you know, you gotta figure it out first. I'm just telling you what I think. When are you gonna buy again? After 36k is secured? No, I'm not gonna buy after 36. I'm gonna buy as soon as I see some kind of a super. Like over here, I was really tempted to buy, but I thought it is just too early to buy. The problem of buying up here, although we went up over here, because we became super bullish over holding above 20 moving average for a couple of days, I was really tempted to buy, but then it was too early. The problem was it was too early. The target was up like 10% or something like that. Target was something like 10% up here only. From down here up here, that the target was, yeah, maybe like 15%, and 15% is not that much. It is much, but you know, you gotta buy, you gotta stress and stuff like that. It is 15% is much, but it's not that much in the long game. Like, and you all still had to break certain levels up here. We came up to resistance and got crashed down again. So it was just too early to buy. Right now it's not too early, but we still gotta get above the 10 and 20 moving average, hold above 20 moving average. Like, there have to come like a lot of bullishness for me to buy, right? Buying the dips, it might be nice, but even if you bought these dips here, like, you're hodling and, you know, price goes down back to, you know, where you bought and whatever, right? And I'm not the kind of guy that buys over here, sells over here, and then, you know, buys here, sells over here, and then shorts here and buys back here. You know, I don't trade. If I buy, you know, I sell, you know, at a certain level down the line, month, give or take, right? To, you know, a long period of time, and for that, like, if I buy here or here, it really doesn't matter where I buy. Like, you're gonna buy here, it really doesn't matter. But when you buy, you know, you want to be sure that, you know, that's some kind of option. If you have an option, it's really nice to buy up here, down here, or down here, or down here, because you're an option. You all know, sure, you miss this down here, you know, your gains are not gonna be like super high, but you know, you're still gonna get gains. You know, you don't want to get out of hit up, you don't get up here. So you gotta move to upside. You know, you enter down here, you exit up here. You know, that's fine. You did not get this move, or, you know, the top, or you did not get the bottom. Who cares? You got this. You know. So right now I'm looking for some kind of indication that this is gonna hodl, because right now it is been going for a long time, and over here it was just too early. It was just too early, you know. So we are actually expecting just a move to the upside and you know, get rejection again. We are hoping to get up to the weekly. See here, weekly 10 moving average. We are hoping to get up here to the 10 moving average and just get rejected, and that's why I didn't buy over here. But right now we are going here, so you know, this line is pushing us too fast down, so you might actually just start, you know, jumping above over here and continue going up over here. So right now it's getting close to buy. It's getting close to buy, guys. Getting close to buy. Maybe not quite right down here yet, but it is getting close. It is getting close. The truth is, if you didn't buy before September 2020, it doesn't matter. September 2020. Yeah, I bought before September 2020. I bought at the right time. I could have sold a little bit better time, you know, but I sold at decent time, so it is fine. Now I'm just waiting. The rumor is that GBTC is the new shot, as I know. People won't wait to move BTC. GBTC was that. If we go down to 20k, yeah, everybody is saying 20k. I'm not quite sure about 20k, guys. Adopter, do you really think institutions want to buy now? No, they are waiting until it drops. Institutions needs a long time to buy. Institutions need long time. I think Michael Saylor said 6 months or a year to buy. So they need long time to buy. So maybe they're buying right now. Maybe they're buying right now. Maybe they missed down here and they just want to get out in fast, you know. So maybe they're buying right now. but institutions were buying up here. Here was a clear buying, like somebody was buying everything at 6k. Once they filled their bags, they stopped buying. The price dropped and everybody else got in here. Price moved, then over here was second accumulation phase. That was still accumulating up down, and then the markup distribution right now might be some kind of reaccumulation before we move before the last price towards the upside, or this might actually drop down, you know, and we might go into some prolonged bear market before we actually, you know, get something, you know. But a lot of things can happen. However you look at it, guys, let's go back to, where are my lines, man? Oh, my lines are gone. I just gotta do like this. Don't make me draw my lines, man. There we go, lines. Why do lines sometimes just disappear out of the blue? So guys, play for today until tomorrow. I'm looking on the 4-hourly chart. I'm looking for these moving averages up here. I'm looking for these moving averages to push us towards the downside. I'm looking for these supports down here to hold and moving averages to push us down. So I'm looking for some zigzag play down here. And eventually I'm looking to break the resistance on the moving averages on the 4-hourly and eventually get above the moving averages and go up. Now if that doesn't happen and we go down below this 31,000. If we go below up here, that's when we are bearish. But before we actually get to 31,000, you go there, you cannot be totally bearish. You're still bullish, okay? Still bullish. Delayed adopt, can you tell me when did you have your signal to sell? When we didn't get above the when we didn't get back into the wedge, because I was actually expecting to do the same thing that Cardano did. You know, Cardano went below the wedge and then climbed above it and went up. But over here we went under the wedge up here, and I was super bullish. Down here we called the bottom, and we are up here, and I was expecting some kind of, you know, break into the upside, because still bull market, still super optimistic. I think, you know, emotionally also I did not see it. But when we went down here, I told everybody, like, okay guys, now it's time to, you know, something is not right, get out, like, you know, it's not time to be hodling anymore. So over here it was, but this is where it hit me, actually. This is where it hit me, because I was just too bullish. You know, my target was actually at around 80,000 up here, so we didn't even hit the 80,000, we hit 60,000. So I was thinking that it's gonna do something like Cardano did, like go down below the, you know, and get above the wedge and then hit the target and then go into the bear market. Unfortunately that didn't happen. So when we had this big crush to the downside down here, that's why I said, okay, something is not off, let's get out. I only watch for the accent. Do you swing trade, day trade? No, never. What time frame do you use for swing trade? I don't swing trade, I just buy and hodl for a long time until I get some kind of a return and then, you know, sell. You won't have to be patient. Eat cake. Kidneys, did you sell kidneys? ARA seem to be the strongest. I missed the one, bought the 46 cents and sold. Now I'm waiting. If it turned yesterday 30%, 70% to 1090, means we are bearish. Technically the move is to the downside, but you know, the gut indicator is giving me a probability to the upside. You know, the gut indicator is saying that we might actually pull this to the upside. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if the TLA gut indicator is actually any good or not. We're gonna see if the TLA gut indicator any good, because I'm right now thinking that we eventually will break the 20 moving average. If you see here, this 20 moving average, this is the most important line to break right now, the 20 moving average. And I think if we go again and break the 20 moving average up here, I think that's gonna beat. I think that's gonna beat, and you know, we're gonna have a big upside. after that. We're gonna talk about that more, about how big upside that might be, you know, but eventually anything is gonna happen. Anyways, guys, long stream, 1 hour 25 minutes, too long actually. Got in, it was 10 2 days ago, 30 yesterday, back to 10 today. That's how these things work, guys. The faster you understand that the technical analysis is a very fluid thing. There is nothing like 10-90% is gonna stick that for 2 years. You know, it changes. Like today it might be bullish, tomorrow bearish. Because we are watching the daily charts, you know, so things happen. If you want to stay bullish or bearish for a long term, you go to some chart, you click the monthly time frame, you pull up the moving averages, and you know, you can be bullish, you know, until you start breaking down here, right? So right now you are a little bit bearish, but you still don't have the close, so technically you are still bullish on the long-term chart, right? It all depends on what kind of chart you're looking at. If you're looking at 1 hour, like you can be bullish, super bullish for 3 hours, and the next 5 hours you're bearish, and the next 2 hours you're bullish, you know, it changes. It depends on the chart you're looking. We are looking on the daily chart, so you know, day to day, you know, things change, you know. For 3-4 days it might be like bullish, and then 5th day it might be bearish. It all depends on the chart you're watching. It all depends on the chart you're, and we are watching the daily chart, guys. We are watching the daily chart. Did you remember this, guys? Did you remember that we are in depression right now? But it's gonna be disbelief once we break the upside. It's gonna be disbelief, just so you know that. Anyways, guys, that's it for the day. Come tomorrow, 9:30 Central European time. We do this thing every single day, you know, so come back and we'll see how it actually plays out. Is the TLA indicator correct or not? We're gonna see if the TLA indicator is correct. I believe in TLA indicator, sure, man. Belief in TLA indicator. Anyways, guys, see you around. Hey, let's play some nice music. Yeah, the guy who made this music is down in the comments. No, he's down in the description. Check him out.
The late adopter, he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor. He's got what you need, he's your vitamin and painkiller. The late adopter,
See, we are in depression.
he's growing on ya. His lines are insane, he's your crack and dopamine dealer. The late adopter, the crypto doctor.
Where's my stop up?
He's got what you need.
Yeah, like the video on the way out, guys. Okay, guys, that's it. See you around. Bye bye. Where's the stop button? There is it.